Hello friends, welcome back to your Educative Health channel. Today on this weekly health update, we'll be talking about yet another salt. Though it's a salt, it's basically also an element. So zinc is what we'll be talking about. The reason why I've included this element into your salt is because you need this salt on a day-to-day basis. You need this salt like any other salt. But the irony is the zinc is not stored in the body. At the same time, it is not produced in the body. So basically, you need to consume your day-to-day's composition of zinc or consumption of zinc from your food which is available. The reason why we need our zinc in such a large quantity is from skin to majority of these organs, they use some amount of zinc for their regular functionality. Say about regular functionality, to carry out their own activities, carry out the regular activity in the body, they need a little bit of zinc to tuning their functionality. So zinc deficiency is so important that it affects 2 billion people across the world. So the deficiency is higher than the insufficiency. So we don't consume zinc as we should be consuming. So when we talk about consumption, on ideal scales, men require somewhere close to 11 mg of zinc per day and women up to 8 mg of zinc per day. So this can be easily found in non-vegetarian diet. But vegetarian diet doesn't have much of a zinc. So that is the reason why you need to be more conscious of the way you eat. When we say the way you need to eat, the reason why it's not availability or bioavailability of zinc is not found in vegetarian diet is because vegetarian diets basically are high in cereals. These cereals contain something called as phytic acid. These phytic acids bind to zinc and that reduces the so-called availability or that reduces the absorption of zinc. So what you can do is you can binge on something like milk, you can binge on spirulina, quinoa and chia seeds. When you eat these components, they have something called as histidine. Histidine uptakes the zinc from the body. So bioavailability can be created by taking some other sources of food. So make sure that you eat any of these things, like if you are a vegetarian or a vegan, make sure that you eat more of buckwheat, chia seeds, spirulina and quinoa to make sure that a lot of zinc is utilized from the body and it is stored or it is being used for your day-to-day activity. When we say about its importance, you need to understand, like magnesium, uh, zinc is also used somewhere close to 300 coenzymes activity to thousands transcription factors. So when I say transcription, it's basically happening at the cellular level where the RNA and DNA metabolism is taking place. Zinc is also needed to destroy the cell, which we call as apoptosis. So cell death is also one reason if the zinc is available in the body. So correct way of handling your cell is also very important. So that is the reason why you need to have zinc adequately. It also helps in learning. It also has a key role in synaptic plasticity. So when there is no amount of zinc, then there is less amount of educating yourself in terms of learning. It also reduces your attention span. So zinc helps you in building up a lot of good ways of handling the pressures. Having said that, we need to understand where exactly zinc is being absorbed. So through your food, it gets onto your liver, it gets onto your intestine, and it maintains its essence or its presence in the body. If it is not consumed, the entire zinc which you have taken today, it gets out of your body as fecal matter or as urine. So how does body know exactly how it has to be stored or how it has to be kept? What we generally call it as homeostasis. So keeping the balance or keeping the check of zinc in the body. So the first thing, very interesting thing which comes across the research papers is if you don't pass much of a fecal matter, that is, if you don't pass much of a stool consciously, it's not like you're holding your stool, but you don't give anything for your body. In terms, what we can say is fasting. So if you do a fasting, body sees that as an opportunity to stack up the essential zinc. So it increases itself in the concentration of zinc. Once the concentration of the zinc is increased, that leads to a lot of other changes in your body. So during fasting, you can see a lot of changes, especially in the form of reducing your chronic inflammatory factors. It can also reduce your obesity problems, and also it helps in faster healing of the cell deaths, or we can say faster repair of cell. So that's the reason why you need to do fasting, and this is a very good time to do fasting. So fasting not just is good for your reducing your metabolic rate, but also increasing the so-called receptivity of other cells. So zinc maintains this, and that is the reason why fasting is seen as a medical miracle drug. when it comes to faster healing of your body tissues, faster healing of your cells. So during fasting, what happens is 60 to 70% of the zinc is reabsorbed again and again because you're not throwing it out through either urine or through fecal matter. So in a controlled depletion and repletion in human studies, we can see that increased amount of zinc is actually good in the system, and this is seen in fasting situations. So that is the reason why you need to understand zinc is a very essential element. So when there is zinc abundantly found in body, it has no much of problem because it has been excreted. But there are certain chances where zinc gets too much in the system. That can happen because of two reasons. One, zinc in air. Because of highly toxic environmental work condition like that of working in factories and working in chimneys or burn areas, the zinc can be found in the air, and that can lead to a lot of other problems internally. At the same time, today, because of fortification, in the name of fortification, in the name of higher yielding production, we add zinc to the soil, and too much of zinc in plants can also affect us. Though it is not a major health crisis, but zinc deficiency is a major health crisis. Something as small as acne, psoriasis, which affects the skin, to as important as your hedonic tone. Everything affects because of your zinc deficiency. So to name some, acne, psoriasis in the skin, stomatitis, the ulceration of your oral cavity, that is can also be because of zinc deficiency. You can lose your diet patterns because of zinc deficiency. Psychologically, you can be more depressed. You can have a cognitive impairment, and you develop something called as hedonic tone. So let's say you are enjoying your day-to-day activity. Let's say you are a painter and you like to paint every day. Suddenly you don't feel like painting that day, and suddenly you tend to negate emotions towards the painting. And that's hedonic tone. So you are changing your regular activity to something else. So you are turning your hobby into your work. That happens because of zinc deficiency. It looks very kind of a comical, but this is the impact at which the internal chemistry is changing because of zinc. As I said earlier, it also delays the growth, and that leads to delayed growth onset and also immunity. So something, as I said earlier, it helps in faster wound healing. Fasting is one such theory. At the same time, it reduces the inflammation of the cells. So internally, there is a lot of good things which is happening in the body. So there has been some researches on pneumonia. So increased zinc uptake in the body can reduce pneumonia, and that can also make sure that you have a better way of handling your systems altogether. So there's a lot of things when it comes to zinc. So make sure that you eat zinc adequately, or at least make sure you take histidine adequately so that the zinc can be reabsorbed in the body. And make sure you fast once a week so that the essential amount of zinc which is required for the body has been taken care of. So along with that, there are chances of interactions. I'm not saying zinc is always pure like white, but when you take any kind of an antibiotics and any kind of a drug, it interacts with it, forming or leading to toxicity in the system. So if you're any medicine or if you're having any consumption of any other elements along with this, make sure that this is entirely of yourself. So when we talk about interactions, when we talk about zinc getting into the practical ways of body, it can interact with majority of the antibiotics. So basically, zinc is a very trace, and the human body has an efficient mechanism in retaining the same thing at the systemic, at the cellular level. So there has been no much of a toxic studies which has come up because of the zinc. But yes, if the deficiency is zinc is seen, then there is a lot of chances of you having a lot of diseases and a lot of other problems in your body. So make sure you have adequate zinc in your food. Make sure you have adequate histidine in your food. Once a lot of histidine and a lot of zinc can actually make or reduce majority of your health burdens. So thanks for holding on till now. Do leave your feedback, write down your comments if you feel that you are not being able to understand much. All the researches which I have gone through, which I have found much importance, have been kept in the description below. Have a look if you want. Stay tuned for more such intriguing health benefit topics, and make sure to write down to me and Dr. Aditya@gmail.com if you have any personal questions which I would like to talk to you. So see you soon in the next video. Stay safe and stay healthy.